Hello, Internet. What's up?
What's going on?
Guys, in case you didn't know, now you know. This, in fact, not therapy. Right here, right now, not it. We're here for giggles. Apparently, we're here for choking on nothing. We're here for the good times. We're here to chat about the things and have opinions, but this is in no way a reflection of a therapeutic intervention. And if you are feeling like you need one of those, we're proud of you for owning that. But please go find a licensed professional in your area
Immediately.
right now. Hmm.
And what's going on with your doll face? How you been?
Well, I switched out all of my straws and my cups to stainless steel. So I'm completely non-plastic now.
Look at
So
you. All
maybe
right. That is
if
awesome.
that doesn't help with fertility, I don't know what the fuck will. Also, I had to
Seriously.
learn to not knock my teeth against this because holy shit. I was like, oh no, I need those in my mouth. Thank you so much. So that is the danger if you want to switch to stainless steel. You can't just like crack your teeth on them because wow, you will need a dentist.
This is for all of my Owala people. This is why it's like a sippy cup for adults because there's a straw in there, but I never have to worry about that.
I know, but they do make even for those ones a stainless steel insert too, if you want to get rid of your plastic.
Oh, that's awesome. I love
Mhm.
that. I just don't like the outside. I don't care. I don't care it so much about the stainless steel, and I
I
should.
know. It's because that's because you were fertile as fuck, so you
I
didn't have to worry about shit like that.
promise you. I promise you. Like on one of the most fertile people on the face of the planet.
They breathed on you and you were like, "Dude, I
Yeah,
know."
like here we go again. Like
So we're doing all the things. We're doing all
that's
the things.
awesome. And that's so no, I love that for you. And that really
Mhm.
it's good for the environment. So it's like that's good. Go M. You're
Go
doing it.
in. That's it. That's it. But no, I had to get like I have the cute little toppers because I was like, first of all, a spider's gonna crawl in there, and I just know it, which is not
Yeah.
real, but that's what it's like to live in my brain. You're welcome. The other thing is I was out in public at some point and somebody was like, and I was just like,
Yeah, no, no, absolutely not. Not a thing.
I
Cannot
just wanted to
happen.
cover your mouth, but I didn't. I should have, but I didn't. Oh, I also have terrible news for you before we talk about the actual thing that we're going to talk about today, which is wonderful. This is actually just rumor, and I don't know how true it is, but I saw it on the internet and immediately thought of you. Are you ready for the tea?
I am.
So I saw somebody post on Facebook, and that's as much fact as I can give you about the situation.
Exactly.
With that, they were at a local restaurant that I'm not going to name because again, I don't know it was true. That they did a takeout order, and they knew what the takeout order was. They didn't see a waitress. They didn't sit at a restaurant. They picked it up. So they signed with a credit card. They went through the tip line and they signed with the total. So they knew what the total was. And then a couple days later, it came back with $5 more. So they called the restaurant and the person sent them a picture of like the merchant side that somebody wrote in $5 tip.
You see,
And
mm-mm.
like from the picture, it is not that person's handwriting.
And that's why when you thought I was playing when I was talking about, like, I'm tipping
I
less,
know.
you know, I put the line through. No, no, I put the line and I add the total, like, I'm that girl. No, no, you won't be adding nothing else. No, you will not do it.
I
But
like, can you?
yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes,
And he's
yes, I
like, I don't
can.
know how true it is, but I'm just giving everybody the warning. You better know what your totals were. Save those receipts until you see it finalized in your bank account because people are out here taking.
I absolutely 1,300% believe that someone, yes. And I think it happens more often than we think. Yes,
You want to see something cute?
I do.
I bought myself a gift because I didn't obviously get enough for Christmas, which I did. I'm just kidding. I bought myself a new cover for my keyboard.
Oh,
Very
that
cute.
is so
I know
nice.
it was very out of me. I was like, I need this. I do a lot of typing.
I love that, and I like I want one for my iPad. I would want one for my computer, my laptop that now sits up, and I would love to have one so I could just be like, "Here."
Yeah, I can't because my literally my keyboard's up here. I could never.
Exactly.
So
So
I
but
have
I
to.
find myself typing that way, which I don't mind, but I'm thinking like, "Oh, I really that yes, I love it." But
I
I
love
here's
that
my issue,
keyboard.
it's just another freaking thing to charge though. Like I'm just like, God damn it. Like I'm so sick of
I
charging
hear you.
everything.
I'm an Apple girly through and through. We all know this.
Yeah.
So I do have the Apple keyboard. And if I have to charge that thing once every 3 months. So
Okay.
yeah, so I can't tell you how it is with other things or other devices.
Right.
I I don't gotta charge this bitch a lot. And when I do need to charge it, it plugs right into my laptop. So I'm like,
Right.
oh, it's dying. I take one end and plug it into like that hole in the middle and the other into the side of my, and I just keep going. It doesn't
Right.
turn off. It's still connected. So it's not the only thing, because I also have like a mouse.
I need
Every
a mouse.
once every 3 months when I have to charge it, you know what I mean? I just
Yeah.
that I can't use because the hole's on the bottom, but I usually just do it like towards the end. It's not like a huge lift for me. I can't speak for other cordless keyboards, but that's the
Okay.
difference.
Yeah, I realized the only thing that's not Mac now is my phone. That's the only thing that's not. I
We're stepping
haven't.
in.
I know I have an iPhone. I've got a MacBook, whatever. Yeah, I got a MacBook. I've got an iPad. So I've got all the things. And in my mind, I'm like, I totally want all of this in, like Samsung. Like now I want a Samsung everything. And like
Do
it's
you?
just
Oh yeah, no,
it's
I'm
so ridiculous, but I love that everything is together, in that way. So that's why I'm like, it makes sense. But now the outlier is my phone. But I cannot see myself. I am still very clunky with an iPhone, so I just can't see myself going to an iPhone.
Really? Is it just because you don't know how to use it? I feel like but I've only ever had an iPhone, so for me, it's like it's really easy to use, and if it's not easy to use, I know it's a really quick Google for me, and it'll be like, click this, you're done."
Yeah, so I'm still finding it a bit clunky, and then I do. And honestly, so as someone, everybody, with the iPhone's better, blah 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 blah. They're the fucking same. Like they
I was gonna say,
really
I
are.
don't really know. I don't have any opinion on that. I just know, like, what works better for me, like, when they're like, "It's better because of the system," and I don't care about the process, like, tell your mama, don't tell me, like, I just can't.
Seriously.
I can't.
Legit, and that's what I'm saying, like, so now what I realize, most if my buttons are on the right on my Samsung, then they're on the left on my
Mm.
iPhone, so it really that's, like, where there are the
Like, the
differences.
functionality of it,
The
yeah.
functionality, but it really is all the same, so it's just that I'm just still a bit clunky because I'm still learning the iPhone,
Yeah.
that's all.
Which I can get that because the few times I've tried to help you on a Samsung, I'm like, "I don't how do I do that? How do I
Yeah,
get back?"
like, where's the
Like,
thing?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
took me I had to Google, like, when I was trying to clear, like, the cache or whatever, and I'm like, "How do
Yeah,
I?" So that, like, half up thing, so yeah, I'm learning all of that, so
I
and
get
the
it.
back button has really got me. Where the fuck is the back button? How do I go back? Where's the so
Yeah. I didn't think about
that's
that.
probably that's the one thing that I'm like, once I figure that out, like, then I'll probably be even better.
Do any of your kids have iPhones?
All of them.
Oh,
I'm the only one in my world
yeah.
without one.
Got
All
it.
my kids have iPhones.
Hmm. Well, now that you guys have gone through our product review section of the podcast,
Right, iPhone versus,
I mean, now I need
Samsung,
to
and
start to
unfortunately
cover your living. You can just, like, go into the new year because technically, when they listen to this, it will in fact be
it'll
2026.
be the new year, baby.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything? Or you're not a New Year's Eve person? We talked about
No, New
this.
Year's Eve is when I feel like I need to be in the streets. I want to be in
Really?
I wanna be in the streets. If we're not
Are you
going
gonna
out,
be in the
like
streets?
yeah, we're gonna be in the Boston streets.
Oh, it's gonna be so fun. I can't
We
wait
were
to
in the
see all the
Boston streets
pictures.
last year. We were in the Boston streets last year,
Fun?
and, so we're going back to the same place.
Because it was a great time, I'm sure.
Yes. So yeah, so that's exactly it. I'm gonna show you my outfit inspiration.
Yes, please. Oh, I'm obsessed.
So I've got the bodysuit. It's a thing. I have it. I put it on. It looks good. It looks
Oh,
good.
I
So we're
can't
going for it.
wait for you to post pictures of this. It's
Liz
gonna be
was
sick.
like, I didn't when she said, like, I I wish I was that adventurous. And I was like, "You think that's adventurous?" Like, I didn't think that that was adventurous. So I'm like and then now I'm like, "Is it too adventurous?"
No,
So
I think it's gonna be fabulous.
oh,
It
okay.
just screams you. I'm very excited for you.
So I saw it and I was like, "We're doing it." So yes, I will be out in the Bostonian streets, and then we will, come home, and I was offered a really good time at Sojo. He has to go to do his business meeting, and he was like, if you were gonna come with me, then, like, I would just drop you off at Sojo, and I could go to where I gotta go." And I was like, "Sojo? I love Sojo."
I was like, "You haven't been there in a hot sec."
It has been a minute, and the only problem with going to Sojo in the winter is that getting out of that warm, beautiful, wonderful water it makes you want to die, and
I was
so
gonna say, so for our listeners that don't know what Sojo is, do you wanna
oh,
tell them?
sorry.
No, you're good.
Sojo is a spa. It is in Edgewater, New Jersey. It's like 7 floors. It's connected to a hotel, but it's one of the places that I love going. It is a part of my self-care. I usually go with Rita. I have gone by myself, but they've got food there, and it's got, like, again, 7 floors, so there's, there's saunas and bathhouses and outdoor baths, and they have different temperatures for the bath, and so it's just amazing and wonderful, and I love it so much, but I'm not going.
Like, you're not gonna go.
Not gonna go. They didn't have it during this. I was already on the fence because, again, playing in the winter, sometimes I'm like, it sucks. Getting out of the cold water, but the hot water to this very cold air, like, ugh.
Yeah, and
But
it's
they didn't
right
have the
on the
time.
water, so it's
Yeah.
so cold.
That. So, and I'll tell you, if you're gonna go and in the wintertime, do not wear bathing suits that have like fluff and frills because that will get like you'll get icicles and it's going to touch you. So,
Oh, I
like
didn't
it's so cold that
realize.
like if you have something that
Yes, I
fits,
know
like
exactly. I never even thought about that. I still have not been there. We will figure this out, like, we will go. It needs to
it's
happen.
time to go,
I
Emily.
know.
Like I will not keep playing with you. We're going.
No.
Yeah, so no, we
That's
have to
in my
go.
list of things for the new year, though, like, I
Oh, I
want
can't wait.
people of, like, date because 'cause I'm not a big traveler, as most of you know, anyone around knows, but I am feeling ready for some day things. And maybe, like, because I love, like, an overnight. Like, I love we get there early, have lunch, do a thing, get up, spend most of the day, and come home. Like, I love that. And
Okay.
Sojo's not far from us. Like, that could very much be a day thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And like we can go, I think like March, April is also still
I
really
was gonna
good.
say, like, springtime.
Yeah, because I think the summertime, I'm not gonna get you in hot water. So in the summer, so
Nope.
I don't think we need to do that.
Yeah, no. No, no.
Yeah, so we'll go during that time, and so it's cold, but it's not as cold. So
Yeah.
you'll get a little so yeah.
Yes, sir.
And then he was like, "We could stay in the city." So like he had this whole plan, and I just was like,
Oh, I love this.
"No." I was like, I have
It's
things that
not
I
I
wanna
know
work
you
on."
don't actually want to do it because of all the people and all the things. It's I'm having the reaction because of the plan. He was like, "We could do this, you could go here." Like, that part I'm very proud of. Even though it's
Yes,
not a plan you wanna do, I appreciate the effort.
I do. I do appreciate the effort, but it is time for me to go in my house, like, it's cold outside, so I wanna be in my house, snuggled
Yeah.
up, on the couch watching all my things, and then I wanna run from my couch over to my computer and, shoot an episode of whatever I just watched.
I was gonna say, I feel that way. I am leaving the house at, like, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, to go bring my car back to the dealership because 'cause I'm gonna need a new car tomorrow. Um,
Yay!
yes, it's been quite the journey. We'll have to get into that in a sec. There I it's and men is the only thing I have to say. Like, it has been such a clusterfuck because men.
Ugh, and I
I'm like,
know what you're
I know
saying.
you were do y'all talk to each other? Someone sold me and I put a deposit down on a car that they weren't allowed to sell.
What do we
And then
Hello,
yeah.
McFly, like, what are you doing? What is going on? Like, I just gotta know what's
So, like,
happening.
the joke is now until I'm in the car driving away, like, who knows if I'm gonna get a car tomorrow because I've literally gone 3 different times with between 2 different dealerships, and, like, hopefully there's a car there tomorrow. Like, that's how much of a cluster this has been. So it's like, yes, we're very excited and happy to have a new lease and a new 2025 and, like, blah, 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 yes. And also, I'm so over it at this point. I'm like, "Just give me a car.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
care."
legit.
And to be honest, like, I don't drive that much. I work from home.
Right.
Like,
Right.
we lease for
Exactly.
that
Just give
reason,
me
like
yeah.
they
Come on,
all
you
feel
better.
and look the same to me. As long as I fit in it and I'm comfortable, like, I'm chilling. Like, I
Yeah, like,
don't
enough. Yeah, for
so, like, I
sure.
have to do that in the morning, and then I'm coming back. Have you seen those videos of people do it with friends or they do it on their own, and it's like a cake or a cupcake, and they put little, like, notes of, like, things they're proud of? So, I bought myself a cupcake that, like, I've been dreaming of since I was doing paleo, so I have, like, a little and I made, little hearts, like, on sticks, so I'm
That
gonna
is
make that video tomorrow.
so cute.
It's very cute. So I'm gonna
Oh,
do
I
that when I get
love
back.
that.
I know, Sassafras is working and probably till, like, 4. It's
Okay.
fine. We like money. And I have videos to do, and I wanna read my book, and I'm going to be in my pajamas, and we're gonna get a pizza, and then then we'll do the same thing I do every New Year's, which is where I fall asleep and he wakes me up because the ball's dropping, and then he gives me a quick kiss, and I roll over and go back to sleep.
Some
Like,
sleep.
that's what we're doing. But I have to say, this is the first year in a really long time that New Year's Eve is not making me wanna, like, crawl in a hole and die because I really struggle. Um, and I don't mean that like in a hee hee ha ha, like I mean that in like a mental health way, but I laugh because it's like kind of funny that it's so dark. But I really do think it was that joy jar.
I love that. I've been thinking about your joy jar, actually.
I wrote my last one on Sunday and was like, I did this for 52 weeks. Every single week I sat down with this pen and these pieces of paper and I wrote down things and I don't remember what I wrote. So I'm
Right.
really excited to go back tomorrow and read through all these tiny moments of things that made me happy for an entire year.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try that.
I loved it. And honestly, I it's not like I have an incredible memory. Like an alarm went off every Sunday night, the 45 minutes, 30 minutes, and at the time I needed to do it. And there were still some days that I wrote them on Monday because I went, fuck, I never did that last night. But it got done.
Right.
Every single
Right.
week it got done. And once I sat down and did it, it took me 30 seconds. I would open my phone, look at what I did last week, and go, "Oh, yeah, that was a good time." Do, 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 do. Closed in the jar. Like, it wasn't a big lift, and I need the
Right.
reminders because my brain is busy. If it's not in my
Right.
calendar, it's not a real thing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, but it feels really good to, like, have done that. So I'm
I
looking
really
forward to
love
that.
that.
Yeah.
That's
So as much as, like,
awesome.
I'm so ready for your fucking fire outfit and for you to go out, with all the people, I'm also so ready for my gym jams and my slice of pizza and taking a little nap.
Yeah, and I think that's what happened. I didn't love, New Year's Eve, and so I'll
Really? I
tell
see,
you
I always think of you as someone who loves to be out and, like, doing the things. So I just assumed, like, that was your holiday.
mm-mm, I wasn't out, so, one of the biggest scares of my life was Jolie being born early, so she was born on
Of
on New
course,
Year's
I
Eve.
did know this. We talked about this last week. I apologize.
Yeah, and so that happened, right? Like, and prior to that, I was married to a very religious man, so New Year's Eve, we were always in church then. So it
Mm,
was that. And I did that for many years. But prior to that, I didn't like it. I did not like New Year's Eve. I didn't like Christmas. Like, so all of that, I was very lonely. Um
yeah.
during that time, and so even with kids, I felt lonely, and I don't know where that came from, but whatever, and so I got married and, all the things, and then when I decided, like, I'm not doing the things that I don't wanna do, so there were some things I was just like, I'm not doing, so then there were years that he was out at the church with the kids, and I was home, maybe just Jolie, but, she was a baby, so and there were times I would take, like, was a sleeping aid. I would take something, not melatonin, but like something PM so I could go to sleep and sleep through it. I just wanted to wake up and it was the new fucking year, like, cause who gave a fuck? Um,
Yeah, I
and
get
it
that. That's
wasn't
what I mean, like, I completely understand that because
yeah,
it's one of those things that they put, like, so much power
pressure.
in it that it
Yeah.
feels too heavy.
Yeah, so I just really didn't care for it, and then, Everett came along, and even there were years that he and I were, for various reasons, were not, able to spend that time together, so this is a new thing for us, like, maybe in the last, like, 5 or 6 years, something like that, and
Mhm.
it's the thing that I look forward to, so, like, you don't have to take me out on I don't need a present on Christmas, right? I don't need to go out on Valentine's Day, but, if we are not outside and I have not shaken this tail feather and dropping it like it is warm
Not hot, but warm,
not hot,
lukewarm.
like warm, then he is going to have a very big problem on his hands. Like,
I love that for you.
yeah. So
And I like you setting the expectation, right? Because the other things don't matter. We're like me, like I love a card. I love a Christmas gift. Like those things, like Christmas morning, just us is very important to me. It's like a whole thing. Like, because everybody has different expectations and
yes,
like love languages for their relationship.
yes,
And being able to state them accordingly is really important.
yes.
Mhm.
And you know what? Let's jot this down. We need to talk about that. We need to talk about what works in relationships because I'm really tired of society. So I'm going left, but I promise I'll come back right. But I'm
I
just
got
saying,
you.
I think that we should have a conversation because I'm real tired of this. Men are supposed to be the provider and the protector, and women are supposed to be like, shut
No,
up
I
with
agree.
all of that.
Yes,
Shut it up.
please. Yep.
I don't know. It's not
Yeah.
you have to do, like you said, what works in your relationship. I've been a single woman and technically am still single, as in not married, and I am the provider and the protector of this here household. What we talking about? So ain't nobody gonna come in here and now all of a sudden,
Yeah,
what are you
you the
going to
boss? No.
dethrone me?
No. No.
No, it didn't make sense. So, like, get out of here with that. Stop making your relationship transactional because that's what happens when women, this is what we do. When we start having conversation with men and we go, well, I'll be submissive when you do dot, 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 dot. That makes it
Yeah.
transactional, babes. And you're selling yourself short, my love.
It's so true. I very much agree. Like I have so many thoughts that I'm going to say to you like this is what I want to talk about. At least record it next week. I don't know if it'll be what's
Right.
posted this week.
Yeah.
Um because I have so many thoughts on this. In so many different ways and like even I do think there are people out there who have that more like traditional
Traditional. Hmm.
and it's not transactional. But somehow the way we're talking about it and doing it right now, it is so transactional.
Hmm. Yeah. And we're starting to lead the conversation with that. We're already entering in bargaining. All right, I'm gonna do this, you gonna do that. Like, and it's not about the relationship, it's not about what you need. Which then when you get in there because you've already decided it's gonna look like this, and you realize actually this doesn't work for me, well, now you're stuck because you
Yep.
sold a bill of goods, and you purchased a bill of goods. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no, absolutely.
yeah,
And
so
also, are we here because we wanna be here or because we have to be here? Because we need to be.
woo! Preaching. That's
You know what I
it,
mean? Like
baby.
and I've said it a million times and I will say it again. I don't need Devin.
Say it again. Oh, yes, God.
I want Devin.
And that's a huge difference. But men read that differently, which is
Mhm.
also very interesting. So,
Yeah. Because
yeah,
I want him to be here. I want him to participate. I want those things. Would it crush me after almost 11 years if this ended tomorrow? Of course.
right,
But I can function. I can pay my bills. I can take care of the things. I can do it
right.
because
Exactly.
I want a man, don't need a man.
Exactly that. And right. And I think we've also gotten to this place that like we don't want to say that we'd be crushed if our partner was no longer in our life and that doesn't make you weak, it makes you
No.
human.
Yeah. I mean, we got together at 2021. We did our entire 20s together. If
Exactly.
he fell off the face of the earth tomorrow, every moment of my day would be different. He's there for all of it. He's been there for all of it. So for me
Absolutely.
to say it wouldn't affect me, of course it would crush me.
Right.
But I'm not here because I can't pay my bills or because
Exactly.
I am very strong, very capable.
Yeah.
But I also love him, and that's the difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and also, I mean, now here I go being real, but I told you I would be. And
Mhm.
being super honest and looking at my own relationship, it's kind of just that, right? Like I do love him. And there are days when I go, this shit ain't working, right? And so I'm definitely like, let me get my things because I don't know who the like, right. I'm starting to go,
She just
mm-mm.
she said, "Let me pack this carry-on real quick."
Yeah, because the fuck you think is going on in here? And to be able, this is that part about love. Like every day is not sunshine. And so I'm going, all
Mhm.
right, but he does check these boxes, and these boxes are important. And I'm really kind of looking at he doesn't check this box. Do I need him to check that box?
Yeah.
Is there somewhere else that I can get that box checked? And if that's the case, you know what I mean? So it
Mhm.
really is taking a I continuously take inventory of the relationship, but I think that that's fair. I think that that's going to help me when I know that I'm here cuz I really want to be here and not because I need you to be here. Like I'm going to really like look at this. But yeah,
It's a
cuz
big
also
challenge.
your partner isn't supposed to be your everything. And I think
No.
and
Nope.
trying to decipher that, what do I want them here for and what do I want, and do they have capacity for that? Some things, some chips he ain't got. So
Yeah.
do I throw
I
the
was like,
baby
now
out with
we
the
just hit it
bathwater?
because, like, I feel that way, and I also feel the same way about your children. Your children should not be everything.
I
They
agree.
can't, because at some point, you are raising children who are gonna grow up and go live their own version of that life. And
Yes.
as someone who sees my parents every single week, I see them every single week. I talk to my mom on the phone probably 12 times a day. I'm not exaggerating. That is my best friend. I still live a life separate from her.
Right.
I cannot be her everything. She
You
needs
cannot.
hobbies and things and a relationship and her own like, so that narrative of you don't get to be a person anymore because you're a parent is literally just setting yourself up for failure.
A big failure. Big one.
And it's the same
Not
with
a
the
little one, a big
relationships.
one.
You know what I mean? I
Exactly.
have so many things with Devin, but I also have so many things without Devin.
Things without him. I
Mhm.
don't want to look this man in his goddamn face every day of every minute. I'm definitely like, you ain't got no friends. Like, who is you talking to? Can't you be somewhere? I mean, like legitimately. And I think, I think I think we've confused this next generation. I don't think that they know if they're supposed to like wind their butt or scratch their watch. Like I think they are very confused. I think the messaging that we have given them, I think they're confused. And also this part really have I saw something today, and this guy was saying, he was talking about, and I think this could be another thing that we talk about, but he was saying go talk to like go into a barbershop, go talk to YNs. He goes, they sound like conservative, white men.
Mm.
And it is true.
Why do
And
you think that is?
I think that the patriarchy, I think that America and its patriarchal viewpoint and capitalism, I think that unfortunately people of men of color, I think, are looking up and going, I want that access, I want that power, and so on and so forth. And so you've got these
Yeah.
people that are up here, this is what they're saying, the reason why you aren't living the way I'm living is because of X, Y, and Z. So if
Mhm.
I attack X, Y, and Z, then I could have what it is they're telling me I could have, and actually no. And the other part, I think that we are not embracing I think we are in a time where we are just brushing everybody with a broad stroke. It's that cancel culture bullshit. That
Mm.
don't work. You cannot just go, ugh, you over there, because they
Yeah.
have nowhere to go. It's almost like drug addicts, right? And then doing drugs, they say, you know, it's their outcasts of society. So they go and hide and they do their drugs. That's what's missing. A lot of people, when they come out of being addicted and they come back into the world, the community, and the community embraces them, they're like, "Oh my God, thank you," because they were so isolated and cast away. We're
Yeah.
casting away too many men, and they're going into very toxic spaces, because the toxic spaces are like, come on, one, come on, all, we'll take you in. Come over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
That's scary. No, hey, stay from around there. Cause guess what? You're not that bad. Come here, let me talk to you. If you just work on this part over here,
I was gonna say there's such a it just feels like such a fine line between enabling bad behavior
sure.
and cancel culture. I don't know why it's like walking on a tightrope, but it's like walking on a tightrope, and I don't know again, I don't know why that is, but I do think we need to widen the gap.
Yes,
There needs to be more ways to look at things that are not like and I think it's just because, you know what I mean, we're therapeutically trained, right? But I constantly talk about how I can understand why someone does something,
for
and it's
sure.
still not a good enough excuse. I am very good at that, and the people in my life who are not trained like I am, that annoys the absolute shit out of them.
Right,
They're like, "You're defending them." I am not defending them,
right.
but I can understand how they got here. It is not a good enough excuse, but I can understand why they did it.
Absolutely. And if I can understand how you got there, then I can understand what it is that I need to explain to you as to why that was bad, why you shouldn't do that
Yeah.
again. And now I'm going to allow you to come over here and try it again.
Because I do feel like people constantly forget that human beings need to be taught,
That
and if there's so many things where like, "They should know that." Yeah,
they
maybe they should,
don't know
they don't
that.
have
Who
to
taught them?
know. You know
Did
what I
they learn
mean?
it from their mother or father? Did their mother or father know that themselves? You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And I have learned so much entering into spaces of certain socioeconomic statuses. Mind blowing. Do you know what I
Mm.
mean? Like, there are some things and some conversations that are taking place that I could not have even fathomed. I didn't
Yeah.
understand because I wasn't in those spaces. And so, if I'm a person who had parents, like the college process, he is going through this college process with his kid. My kid went to visit one school, she applied to that school and got in. I had no clue about
Yeah.
what was required and thinking about other campuses and things of that. I didn't know. How was I gonna know? My
Yeah, I
parents
was
didn't go
thinking
to
that
college.
wasn't even within your anything.
It wasn't anything. My parents didn't go to college, so they didn't understand why that was important. I went to college, but a non-traditional student, so I never went away. I didn't even understand the value of why it was so important to go visit the college campuses.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
me. You know what I mean? And we think like something just that simple, No, that's a really actually it's a big deal, and how kids can be caught up because nobody taught them. So
Yeah.
it's like you said, it's a lot of those things. And I just think we live in this society where we like to have superiority, and we like to be morally superior. I mean, get
Oh,
into any comment section, on the internet. These people go ham. It's like, my God, why are you talking to people like that? What gives you the right to talk to someone like that? I actually said that once in a comment section. Like, I was beside myself with the way that they were talking to this
yeah.
woman.
Because it's insane.
Yeah, you don't get to
It's
then call you.
absolutely insane.
Yeah, you don't like what she's doing, so now you get to insult her and call her names. Excuse you?
No. No.
Oh,
And I don't know, I just very much live in this place where it's like, I don't I'm not a government entity. I am not a keeper of rules and laws. I'm not a
right.
judge. I don't get to tell other people how to live their lives.
I don't wanna
And
either.
unless you are right? That's how we pick that path, right? So because I don't get to do that, I don't want to do that. If you're not hurting me, or you're not hurting somebody else. And even if you are, I'm probably just going to report it. I'm not someone who tries to get my hands in other people and trying to fix them. It's also why I'm not a surgeon, right? You know what I mean? So this is what there's like it's like I almost, it's like a bubble around me. And within it is the things I like and the people and the way I want people to talk to me and all of these things. If you can't do that or you're not doing that, and Rel will tell you, I have no problem letting you know. I let somebody know the other day. I said, actually, that's not how we're gonna do this. And when you're ready, you can talk
Right.
to me nicely.
Exactly.
I've had that conversation with many a person because when I tell you I take no shit, I
Okay.
take no shit. None.
Right.
I just, the bar is real low because I don't have time for anybody's bullshit. I just don't. And if you still decide after I let you know that you don't want to be this person or talk this way, I'm so good with goodbye. And it's not because I didn't care about you. It's just because I know that people are going to do what they want to do. And some people just aren't ready or don't want to be the person that
Exactly.
I want them to be. And that's okay.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna go
Exactly.
let it rock over here. And like I'm just like it's so clear for me, which I know is not normal for most people, that I'm just like, bye. Like because I know that the people who are meant for me are coming. And I just made room.
Right. But I think people do know. I don't think that they know that they get to remove people from their lives in that way. I think they have to take it. And because of titles, people love well, that's mine and that's your and bop bop bop. Mm-mm.
I was on the phone with my mom yesterday and I said, I don't care if they're my cousin, aunt, or my pope. You're gonna talk nice or you're gonna get the freak out of my face. And I stand by that. I stand by that. There is no amount of connection that's gonna allow you to make me feel bad. And that doesn't mean
Mm.
people can't make mistakes or you mean even myself, like I gotta get checked sometimes, or Devin will say something, and I look around and go, oh, I was just seeing who you were talking to because I know you weren't talking to me like that. Let me check under this
Absolutely.
table. Maybe they're hiding because it wasn't me.
Right.
Yeah.
And that is what real life boundary setting looks like, you know what I mean? And yes, and even, like you said, I don't not at all. I don't play that. And that is children and parents included. I just you don't get to play with me like that. And that's on period.
And also hold me accountable because if I ever treat you like that, I want you to say, "Hey, don't talk to me like that. I don't like that."
Absolutely. Oh, that was actually something that I was thinking about. So someone used, I'm gonna say the R word.
Ooh,
I know, like
in
right out the gate.
2025?
Yeah, just said it. And, joking, and I'm gonna be honest, jokingly amongst my friends, I have very inappropriate
Well,
conversations.
that was it, but that was the thing. That was the thing that I mean, even when I was younger, that was different than it is now.
Right. So then it made me think about it. And there are times when I go, yo, I just wanna say this shit. Like, is it really that bad? Like, you understand, especially because of where I come from. And then that's when I got checked with myself and I said, but what is it that makes me wanna say it? Right? And then I was like,
Mm.
am I just being lazy? 'Cause I just don't wanna find another word.
Ooh,
I'm
look at
telling you, I
you.
clocked my own tea. I had to get myself together,
Yeah.
and I said, because part of this as a woman of color, as a Black woman, there's the conversation that a lot of time white people are fascinated with the N word, and they wanna say it, baby. And they're like, "Why can't I
I
say it?
was
I wanna
just
say
gonna
it."
say to you, if the roles were reversed and I came up here and I was like, "Rel, I wanna use the N word." I'm curious how you would feel about that. It's only funny because you know me, but if
Yeah.
I was just like, "Rel, clock
I
this."
know. Absolutely, right? And so that's part of it, and that was kind of my thing. As a double minority, I at times feel like I win the oppression Olympics. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, ain't
Yeah.
nobody got it as bad as double minorities go to fuck on. I say what I want to say. But that was part of it. And it was like, yeah, but if we're asking for as a whole, as a group, we're saying, hey, nobody but us in a certain particular way is allowed to say this word. Like, that's it. It's on period. You cannot say it. And
Yeah.
so if we're asking people to do that, and then when someone asks the same of me, hey, this word is inappropriate, or it is offensive when you say it and blah, 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 even though you may mean no harm, da, 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 da. Why am I fighting so hard to be able to say it? And I really was like, yeah, laziness. That's really the truth. I don't want to not say
Mm.
certain words because I'm like, I'm just used to saying it, right? It was
Yeah.
okay then. Why is it not okay now? But that's the same thing women are asking of mostly, I'm gonna say mostly women are asking of mostly men with this Me Too movement. We're going, hey, no means no, bucko. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so for
Yeah.
all these asks that people have, why do we, get caught up in not allowing we will abide by this, but we won't abide by that. And again, as a double minority, I'm going, yeah, but if I say this makes me feel uncomfortable and I'm asking for you to respect it, when someone asks that of me, I need to go, heard you, done, and not
Yeah.
fight so
Yeah.
hard because I think it is because I really tried to come up with something else and it really was no, it's just lazy.
I get that. And I think it's also habit. I think there was a time period for both of us where that word or even like, "Oh, that's so gay." Like, how many times was that a thing? Like, whenever you get a
Yeah,
chuckle, like,
absolutely.
it was a connect like, it was just one of those things and, like, where I think it's just learning how to be different versions of the same person.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. So, but if I'm gonna dig my my feet in the sand and go, I'm gonna say it because I used to say it when I was 10 and it was allowed, and now I'm
Yeah.
45 and it's not allowed. Like, nah,
It's
you gotta
giving for
change.
me, it's giving, like, happy holidays instead of Merry Christmas, like,
Exactly. And that's it.
relax, relax.
Right. And that really is it. You know what I mean? Like it's
And
not that
you know what I
serious.
mean? Because everybody for me, it's just like everybody has different experiences than me, and if I'm gonna force my experiences or my language or my anything on other people, like, what does that say about the inclusivity I allow in my life?
Exactly. No, so yeah,
Mhm.
that was interesting for me. So in being able to like check yourself. Yeah, sometimes you and that's the kind of conversations that you have to have with yourself when presented with some things. I don't need anybody else to come to me and tell me, you know what I mean? Cuz
No, for sure. I absolutely do that. Mine is usually based in, like, yelling. I'm a yeller. I came from a yelling house,
same.
and I'm with someone who is not a yeller, and, like, I've been checked even, like, by my mom where she's like, "You do that," and he's like a wounded dog, and I go, I don't like that.
Right, I don't like that. I don't
I
I
don't
don't
like
like
that.
that.
I
Yeah.
don't wanna be that."
Exactly.
And it's really something where I'm like, "Girl, why are you so upset? Like, take a breath."
The taking of the breath really helps. Like I understand it. Like I was talking about it with a friend yesterday. Like the yelling is like a release. And so if I
Mhm.
just had breath work, right, then
Yeah,
I may not
yeah.
need that. And that's why there are
That and the fact
bubbles.
that I'm really not taking out that singular thing they did on them, I'm taking out my entire week on them.
Absolutely.
And it's just not their
Absolutely.
it's not their fault.
Nope. Exactly. So yeah, so that's totally where yeah, the checking of myself. But we were starting with your joy
I was
jar.
gonna say, but this totally, like, took a turn that I kind of love, and, like, I'm good with it. Like, I'm
Okay.
so good with it.
But no, but you had your joy jar, but I just really quickly, like right before we go, we were talking about the joy jar and the thing that you like are proud of yourself for accomplishing this year. So like
Mm,
when you think about it and what do you think is going to be in your joy jar? You know what I mean? Like what are some of the
mm.
things that you think were really awesome for you this year?
I think it's so weird because I can't like, I remember I wrote one about our Twilight night. I definitely wrote one about our birthday dinner.
Yeah.
Um, But even that only goes back at, like, to September,
Right.
and I think Twilight was in November.
Was it? Like, I'm like, "Man, I felt like it was in September, I thought."
Maybe
I'm
it was in October?
okay. Maybe it was October.
It was either right around Halloween or before Thanksgiving. It's, like, in that realm of things.
It was after your birthday.
Yeah, for sure after my birthday. Um, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't and my thing is
It
that's
was
1
Halloween.
week of 4 weeks, and I can't like, I don't know. And I
Yeah,
think that tells everybody, but also, like, me a lot about my memory, because in the positive where I'm so goal-oriented and forward-facing and, like, all of these things, I lose things
for sure.
because my brain, like Devin described it really well the other day. I always say that, like, he's the dreamer and I'm the person kind of pulling it down, and he was like, "I kinda see it like, um, I'm the hot air balloon and you're the basket."
I love that.
And he's not wrong, right? Because 'Cause I'm not taking him from his dreams, but I'm keeping us so that we're on track. Because
Yeah,
he's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah," and I'm like, "Let's make that tangible. Let's
yeah,
make that because I'm a process girly, I'm a details person, I'm that.
yeah,
So I get lost in the things, so when it comes to this time of year, I'm like, "Nothing happened, I didn't do anything," and I'm like, "That's not true," which was
right.
exactly why I did this. I'm gonna go back and find the reel of me announcing that I was doing this at the end of last year,
I love it.
because I think I'm gonna record myself going through all of them.
I love that.
'Cause I don't remember, isn't that crazy?
No, not at all, not at all. Liz had asked me, like, she was talking about it, like, you could go ask chat, like, if you are an avid chat user like I am, I could
Yeah.
go and ask chat, like, "Chat, what are some of the things and the highlights of, this year?" Chat didn't have much for me, let me tell you, chat didn't have much,
Yeah,
like, it
because
was
as much as you use it, you're not like it's not a diary, you know what I
right,
mean?
right,
Yeah,
and this year whooped my ass, like, this
yeah,
year again, remember we talked about, like, who ever had our voodoo doll, like, spare that bitch, like, I'm over you fucking with
yeah.
her.
But I also feel like you had good stuff too.
I did, right? So then I was like, "All right," like, I say all of that to say, like, it just they were gone. I forgot. I graduated from, school. So, like, I did the hard
Mhm,
thing, like, there was a stop point, like, we're good, we did it.
yeah,
We made it.
yeah,
So there was that, and overall, what am I proud of this year? I faced really hard things, harder than I think
yeah,
that I had could have ever done, right? Like, childbirth, a kid's coming. Like, at some point, you bake it, but at some point, it's coming out. It cannot stay in
yeah,
there forever.
yeah.
So, there's that, and there have been times this year that, like, it felt like childbirth and that I was like, "I quit. I don't wanna do this no more. I'm done. I don't
You're like,
wanna."
"I'm actually good, it's she can just stay in, it's fine."
Yeah, like, never mind, never mind. But, like, I think the variety show, like, doing that was super duper scary, and,
Yeah,
I did that thing, and, even the time of losing my job, I went, 6 weeks without a paycheck. That is that would have taken me out. If someone would have said, like, "Hey, Cheryl, can you imagine being 6 weeks with no paycheck?" That's like my greatest fear ever. You might as well lock me into, a basement filled with, spiders. And I'm terrified of spiders. Like, I have a real arachnophobia situation over here. So to do that, I would have chosen death.
yeah,
Right?
no.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I
financial
did it.
security is scary.
It's so scary, it's the scariest thing for me, and I survived that, so, like, kudos and big up to me for surviving it and being able to not let it fracture who I am or how I see myself, you know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
there was time that could make you go, "You're not good enough, you're less than, da 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 da," all the things, all the negative things that would come with that, but I did not end up in that spot. I ended up with like, "Bitch, you did that," you know what I mean? And look at where
Oh,
you are
for
now.
sure.
So I think for me overall, that's what it is. I came out of 2025. 2025 tried to take this bitch down and out.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
But
I
you
had
came
that.
here.
Yeah, I had that problem with the pipes when there was like actual
Oh, I
feces
forgot about that.
that was in my basement, like
Mhm.
inches of it because it was backing up. And like then there was a mouse prop. Like there was so much nonsense that went on, but like we did it. So we got through it. That's the big thing. And like, I've been wanting to start last year. The reason why I stopped doing the lives because I was like, I'm gonna tape it so that I was gonna be
Yeah,
able to have that freedom. And then I got scared and all the things, and I figured that out. And so that's a thing. It happens. So I am able to like be in here and then tape it and post it just the way that I said I wanted to. I figured that out.
you absolutely did. I was like,
Yeah.
this was a big it was a hard year, but it was a big year for you.
It was a big year,
And I
like
feel like it was a
25.
lot of you, like, laying the groundwork for next year to explode.
I think so. I am, like, ready, and there was even a time when I was like, "Alright, no, for real, I legit give up." I was like, I'm not gonna move out of my bed, I don't care what happens." Like, I really had just given up. I was like, "No one talked to me about a future, nothing." And, and now I'm back and, we're planning and we're gonna get it done. So 2026, even though I don't typically do that, but, like, I am legit. I feel like I died a big ego death, and that I feel like I'm ready for whatever. Come on, bring it on. Whatever it is. I don't
Yep.
care. Bring it here. Come on.
I love it.
Yeah.
Women, it's good.
Yeah. We did it.
I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of
Well,
me
thank
too.
you. You should be. Like you did so much, Em. Like, what are you talking about? Your journal that you know what I mean? And that
Yeah,
you have made space and room for friendship in your life in a way that, you hadn't previously. Cause
yeah.
I was thinking back about like episodes as I was listening to them and, about how like everyone was so happy for you because that's not some place that sat at.
Yeah,
So
I didn't really let myself put any effort and time there. Yeah,
yeah.
that was cool. I also my, 1 year for my Honesty is for Everyone book is coming up, I think 2 weeks, well, next week, one of those.
I come on, author M. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, my good
Yeah.
sis is out here
With
for
a
sure.
coloring page
Ooh,
too.
a coloring page, I must have one.
It's cute.
So, yeah, and we've been at this for 22 weeks.
We're just
Like,
awesome.
can you I mean, remember when we had the idea and was like, neither one of us have it. So we just were like, we'll table it.
I was gonna say, we talked about this for a long time before actually doing it.
We did. And look,
And we have people that tune in every single week.
we have people
Within
that
that
tune in.
every week, by the end of the first day, they have watched every single week.
That is so exciting. So
It's very
like, yeah. So it has been a really great year, but I'm going to tell you I'm going to take with me your hot air balloon cuz I feel much like I too am a dreamer. And for everybody out there, I got stuck in needing someone who was going to help and be the basket.
yeah.
Um because my partner, and this is the other part, my partner isn't that. And so, and I'm learning to be okay that my partner isn't that, but I just have to go get that from somewhere else. And I have M who is making sure that we stay afloat, that I get to still dream. And the great part is that you don't ever try to curb the dream. You don't like kill the dream. You're like, all right, you're dreaming. How do we make it work? And I'm just super duper grateful for you for that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Anytime. It's a pleasure. Your brain is a very, very interesting, creative, cool place. And every time that we get to kinda think through and talk through your stuff,
Yeah.
it reminds me that, like, there's so much more to do, that we can accomplish, that we can just, like, get our hands in and get messy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm excited. So I am, and I have not been in a long time excited for the next steps. Like I finally arrived in that place that I'm excited, and
Good.
I'm not forcing it. It's not like, oh, because there's money, and that is that ego death that I've died, because it was very hard for me to stay present. I was always 3-4 years out. And I
Yeah.
have given myself realistic timelines to just explore and let's just see. And I'm only doing it because I wanna, for no other reason other than that.
And I think that's the only reason we should do things for the most part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And so we are just going to live, we're structuring our lives so that we get to do more of that.
Love it.
Yeah, we did
It's
it.
so good. We did do it. All
Yes.
right, y'all. We hope you had a safe and fun, whatever that looks like, New Year's for you. I know you're probably getting this, what, the second? I think they get it on the second. So you hopefully are feeling good and all of the things. If you haven't, make sure that you're calling into the speak pipe, commenting
Get
on the
in here.
socials, following us there, all of those things. Even if you have questions for us, you want to drop them in the comments on YouTube or on Spotify. All of those options are there for you. Feel free to utilize them.
Yeah.
And other than that, I think we will see you all next week.
Next week. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.